What is going on? What is going on, y'all? I said I was gonna bring y'all a video about this fan film called Logan the Wolf. Now, I know I am super late. I am super late. I'm like 10 or 11 months late, right? I just saw this a week ago. And so I wanted to give my opinion, my thought, not my opinion, my thoughts on this, right? Because this fan film right here is crazy, right? I saw this. I don't know how I came across this. I don't know how I came across this. I think I was watching something about the Predator Badlands or something like that, and then this wind up showing up, and I was like, no, somebody was doing a review on cinematography. Somebody was talking about cinematography, and I just so happened to see some clips in this person's video. And I was like, "What was that? What's that? That was interesting." And so I typed it in Google, searched it up, and I wound up coming across this called Logan the Wolf. And I was like, "What's this? Let me click on this." And I watched it. And the beginning was kind of slow, but then when it got to the forest part, like this part, it got. I said, "Okay, it's getting interesting." And when it got to the fight scenes, the choreography, the camera work was crazy. I'm not saying crazy in a bad way. I'm saying crazy in a good way. I don't know what they were recording on. Maybe they were using a red camera or I don't know. But whoever was doing the camera operation, amazing. Strictly amazing. And this is why films like this, if the guy that produced and directed this or wrote this was to ever to put something like this in Hollywood, he would make millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. But see, you have investors and you have people that own AMC and all this type of stuff, they wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't allow a fan film like this to make it to the big screen because it is crazy. It is insane. And a film like this would work in the early 2000s. Like in 2003, 2004, Gladiator, and you had Kingdom of Heaven, stuff like that. It would work. But I wouldn't call this Logan the Wolf because then you would be messing with Marvel's properties and they would come after him and sue. But because this is a fan film, is what makes this even better because it shows the potential and the creativity of young directors that are not even in the United States, right? Camera operators that are not even in the United States making films like this that's not even on a Hollywood budget, right? Look even the costumes. Look at the costume design. Even though it kind of looks like they used everyone had the similar same costume. Man, it's just like dang, look at that, right? The acting. You don't know any. We don't know any of these actors, right? Just off the acting. I mean, some might say the acting is a little cheesy, but honestly, I think the acting is perfect. Honestly, this is like I would say Spartacus type acting a little bit. Have you seen the Spartacus TV series? It gives off that kind of vibe where you really don't never heard of the if you were new to Spartacus, you never heard of actors before. These are like upcoming actors that probably been trying to get their shine in the industry, right? But man, looking at this is just wild, and it's just like man, Hollywood. Look at that. That's crazy. Like that's insane. Like Hollywood would be too. Look at that. That would be too much. Something like this would be seeing this film for the first time would be something like The Revenant, right? It's got the color tones and everything, kind of like The Revenant a little bit. It's got that visual look to it, you know. Editing is on point, but man, the choreography, the camera work. Look at the camera work. I mean, I'm wondering how many shots it took them to how many shots it took for them to get this right. But that's what makes it good. If you can do a scene over multiple times, man, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be crazy. Look at that's crazy, man. Look at it. The camera movement, the camera work, the cameraman that's operating the camera, he's right there. He's right there in it. He right there in it. He probably got a shoulder rig or something. It's crazy. Look, it's crazy. Crazy. Hollywood wouldn't dare try to put something like this. They wouldn't dare try to put something like this on the big screen. This vibe. Oh, God. Yeah. Crazy work. Crazy. I know I'm late to seeing this. I know I'm 10, 11 months late. And I'm kind of glad I was 10 or 11 months late to seeing this because this is crazy. This is wild. And let's say if Marvel ever did relinquish their rights over to uh everyday creators, or give everyday creators to create films like this, or to see something like kind of like a challenge, like who can make the best Marvel film or whatever, using the properties that Marvel already has. Who can create the best film? Whoever has the best film will make it to theaters. That would be a crazy challenge. I mean, looking at this would be a great piece if the guy that directed this or wrote this, produced this, uh, was to create a film off this type of uh, I guess era, this Viking era type, or if somebody made like a samurai type era. I just love the Viking era of this. It's just crazy. You got Magneto right here, man. Hollywood wouldn't allow this, but thank God for YouTube. If y'all want to check this film out, if y'all haven't seen it, Logan the Wolf, go check it out, Joe. It's crazy. Y'all be good.